Well, hello there, fishing friends, and if you're new here, welcome. So in this video, we are going to be completing the event journey for the Father's Day 2024 event. And we're going to go all the way to the bottom, all the way to the end. And honest as the day is long, this is an expert journey. And let's go ahead and get that started. Okay, so it is going to be American eel. Looks like it's a bunch of eels and stuff. All right, so, that's the Oarfish is pretty fun to catch. So let's get this started. And it's a really short description. There's an English proverb that says, honest as the day is long. Well, I'd say honest as the fish is long. So all of these are long fish. So let's go ahead and go catch the American eel. Okay, so here we are. Let's bring up our Fishopedia here, our fish decks, whatever you want to call it. And we're catching the American eel. And we have grasshopper and crawfish. It's on all depths. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do what I call my fly fishing technique. I am going to switch over to the grasshopper. And I'm just going to do a short line. I'm just going to cast out, bring it in, cast out, bring it in, and just see if some random catches or some random casts will catch it. So, stop for a second. If it doesn't turn red instantly, it's not it. And I just call this fly fishing. So I'm just bringing it in, casting it out. So let's see. And I'm doing the short line just so we don't have to wait for it to drop down to the bottom. Now, that was pretty quick. We'll see if that's it. Yeah, if you're using a longer line, it does drop down sometimes. So this is on all depths. So that's why I just do a short line, just try to catch it on the top. And that is not good. And we'll go ahead and I didn't look to see, I guess it really didn't say whether to keep or release this one. So it's not endangered or anything like that. So I'm guessing you can keep it if you want. And I don't remember if the eel, that was a pretty small splash. Pretty sure the eel would have a bigger splash than that. We'll bring it in anyways. Yeah. That's a sunfish. Just a sunfish. Thinking the eel is like a medium-sized fish. So it has somewhat of a splash. And I do believe it does swim around. So I can go after these bubbles with the grasshopper. There were some bubbles there. Let that drop for a second. Since it is on all depths, we'll go ahead and target these bubbles as well. Just to see. You might get lucky. There's 2 sets of bubbles right there. That did turn red pretty quick, so we'll see what we got there. Yeah, that was too small of a splash. Alright, go ahead. Reset. Hard back to expert. Since it's an epic, you do have to catch it on expert. Let's go towards that swirl. Nope. That swirl. Yeah, it was pretty quick. And it's not a huge swirl, but it wasn't really tiny. There's a little bit bigger splash. Let's see if it swims. Okay. That might be it. We'll shortly find out. Nope, it's not it. Alright, let's go after that swirl there. Bring it up to the swirl. I way overcasted. And it's not instant. We got some bubbles out there. Let's switch over to a long line and go after these bubbles. That's pretty close to the bubbles, but it's not an instant. Two sets of bubbles out there. I was almost right next to it. It's not an instant. Bring it up a little bit. Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and reset again. Hard expert. Go back to the top. Fly fish a little bit. Bring it up to that swirl that was just there. Nope. Let's go to this bigger swirl out here. See if that's an instant bite. It's not. There's a swirl here. That could be a crappie size swirl though. Throw a long line on there, go towards the bubbles. Sometimes these fish that are on all depths are almost as difficult as going after the fish that are in the middle. However, you can target these with bubbles and swirls, so unlike the ones in the middle where it's almost never a bubble or swirl. It's never a swirl. And it's sometimes you do get lucky once you catch it. Can't really see what that is. You can kind of see the shadow in the water. Can't tell if that's the eel or not. Come on, let's see what you are. There we go. Alright. And I think we can keep this one. Yep, we can. Alright. So let's go ahead and confirm that and head back to the lodge. Okay, so we're back at the lodge. Next we're going to be going to catch the bellybarred pipefish. Let's get that stage started. I think all of these are epics. Probably since it's expert level. Okay, so here we are. Let's bring up our fish map here. Our Fishopedia, our fish decks, whatever you call it. And this one here's one of those depths in the middle. And we're going to use a crawfish for that. So we're going to just leave our line in the middle. Switch to crawfish. And see if we get lucky. We can go after bubbles. Because the middle fish will give you bubbles sometimes. Or we can just do random casts and hope we get lucky. Right there. Nope. I did see some bubbles out here. I don't remember exactly where they were, but I'll just do some random casts over in that vicinity. Might get lucky. Might not. There's a swirl over there. Go over here a couple times. And right there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do a reset. Hard back to expert. And I'm just going to do some random casting. Some fly fishing, I would say. Bring it in a little bit. In a little bit. See if you get an instant line, instant red line, instant bite. If you're not using line color, the instant bite. There's bubbles right there. Nothing. Oh, it's a little close. Nothing there. See if I can get closer to those bubbles. Nope. Let's try there. Ooh, pretty rainbow. Double rainbow. I like that. Alright, let's go ahead and quick retrieve it. Reset again. Hard back to expert. Do a few random casts while we're waiting for the bubbles to show up. Alright, there's some bubbles over there. Landed right on top of those bubbles. Some bubbles there. And we'll do some random casts since we hit the bubbles. Didn't get anything. There we go. That was pretty quick. Random cast. Middle depth. It's kind of a small splash. Guessing that's probably it is a very tiny fish. So belly-barred pipefish. Yep. So I forgot how tiny you were. And I've caught lots of those guys too. Alright, so we will keep you. And we'll head back to the lodge and go catch the next one. Okay, we're back at the lodge. Next we're going to be catching the oarfish. Now, that is not a tiny fish. That's a big fish. So I know for sure that one's big. Let's start that stage. Okay, so here we are. Let's bring up the fish decks here. Fishopedia. Oarfish doesn't like anything. We are going to be using the krill and targeting bubbles. And we're going to count to 9. So let me bring up my line here, switch over to the krill. And I'm going to reset just to get some bubbles out there. Drop my line down to the bottom. Look around for some bubbles. There's some bubbles right out there. And like I said, it doesn't like anything, but a krill should be a 9 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we got one on a 6 count. That might not. I think that was the orchid. Nope. Alright, let's look for some more bubbles. I don't see any. Let's do a random cast. Count to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing. So I'm going to cast over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 6 count again. It was probably the same fish that was out there. We will see once it takes the hook. Takes the bait. Way too small of a splash. It's just an octopus. It should be a 9. It should be right around a 9 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing. Alright, so let me reset. It's easier if you have bubbles. And you're just not randomly. Because this one, it is on the bottom. Bubbles do help. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was 7. Might be it. That was 7. It depends on your speed of your count. So, yeah, sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 9. But it does take a little while. If you don't get it by a 9 count, usually not it. Quick retrieve it, pulling that thumbstick. That snap, and then going for another set of bubbles. Yep, the krill is my preferred bait to use when I'm trying to catch this guy. And you can kind of see him sticking out of the water a little bit there. Oh, I got that snapped in. Didn't take too long to find him. On these journeys I do the video from start to end, so you get to see all my mistakes and everything. Alrighty, there he is. Big ol' oarfish. Alright, we'll go ahead, we'll keep you. And confirm, go back to the lodge. Alright, here we are back at the lodge. We're going to go catch the red cornetfish. It is the last fish for this journey. So let's get this stage started. Okay, so here we are. Let's bring up our Fishopedia, fish decks, and take a look at it. Red cornetfish, epic fish. It is on the bottom depth. And we're going to be targeting it with a worm. So we're going to target bubbles with the worm. Try to get an instant bite. Switch over to the worm. I'm going to do a reset just so we get some bubbles out there. Sometimes they go away when I'm talking. There's some bubbles over there and some bubbles way out there and bubbles over there. There's bubbles everywhere. So let's go look those way out there first. See if we get an instant bite. I do have a long line. It's on the bottom. And bring those bubbles there. See if we get an instant bite. Oh, we did get an instant bite there. We were going to catch it right away. Big and fish. It will run. I kind of see a shadow in there. I don't remember things fast like that. Should jump here shortly. One of these huge fish jump out of the water. Oh, there it is. That was great. Well, second cast, and we got it. Awesome. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this series. I know I enjoyed catching all these fish. And I do plan on doing some journey fishing eventually. Did you enjoy the way I just recorded the whole thing and let you see all my mistakes and the many resets and stuff? Or do you like it better when I cut out all the resets and just take you straight to it? Let me know in the comment section below. Enjoyed it. And yeah, I like showing the full video, the full journey, I should say. I think with these journeys, I have to just show you the entire thing. I do cut out, you know, the switching between locations and stuff like that. Really nice to see everything that I do. All the little research techniques that I do. Mistakes. There we go. And he's floating in midair. Alrighty. There's the red cornetfish. Let's keep you and head back and get our reward. Alright, so we finished this journey. Let's receive our reward. Honest as the fish is long. Click OK. Let's go over to the closet. Once in the closet, we will head over to the mirror. Click on the hat. Click on the crown. Scroll down to honest as the fish is long. Change our colors. There we go. And there you have it. So hopefully you enjoyed this series. And if you did, make sure you give me that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button down there in the bottom corner. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.